Hello Internet, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Metalopolis to bring you another StarCraft 2 commentary shoutcast kind of thing. If I'm feeling peppy, is it because of the fact that I have to work extra hours at work for no reason? No. Is it because of the fact that I'm working extra hours that I have to drive more hours in traffic? No. The reason I am in such a good mood is because I am about a quarter of the way through a Pilsner glass of alcohol / mix, and I am feeling quite dandy, quite awesome, big old double thumbs up, including the thumb, so that'd be a quadruple thumbs up for me. Yeah, so enough about me. Let's go ahead and get started into the players. Spawning as the red Zerg is ORRY, and I would say about the 1 o'clock position, and in about the 3 o'clock position it is going to be Iceman spawning as the blue Terran. Iceman, that's very interesting. I wonder if Goose is around here somewhere. Hold on, Goose, nope. So it's just gonna be ORRY versus Iceman, and it is close positioning, so there is going to be a possibility of a lot of Mutalisk harassment or drops by Terran, since Terran is known for their drops because medevacs are just a staple in the Bioball army, and why not use them as drops. But as of right now, we're just going to go ahead and see a standard play, pretty much just walling off by the Terran, while the Zergy player is going to go ahead and put down the extractor. More than likely, there it is, that spawning pool. So as soon as this spawning pool is done, we're more than likely going to see 100 gas being collected by ORRY, and the metabolic boost is going to go ahead and go underway as soon as possible for those speedlings. Other than that, the barracks is about 75% done, and it's going to turn out those mariners as soon as possible, while this SCV is currently just hanging out and just you know, rallying around. Oh, and big old thanks and shout out to ESU Buildings for letting me know that clicking the middle mouse button actually makes all the action a little bit more smoother. So big old shout out to him, big old thumbs up to him. He actually repaid me for all these casts that I've done for him over the decades and decades and decades that I have been doing this. So the hundreds of replays that I have done for him, he actually finally gave me back a little tidbit. So awesome. And as you can see, the spawning pool just popped, and just in time for ORRY to have 100 mineral, 100 gas. So metabolic boost does go down as soon as that is finished. But you know what? Having metabolic boost for Zerglings is great and all, but if an opponent completely walls off, what do you do at that point with metabolic boost? I know it's a staple, but it's something I've always wondered as in ZVT particularly. ZVZ, it's obviously you need it. It's just fundamental. But against Terran, you don't really need metabolic boosts right off the gate. I mean, you might be able to catch your opponent off guard in case they push whenever it's really not needed, and you catch them off guard and you're able to run them down, get us around, and pick them off that way. But generally, Terrans don't like to do that. They like to build up a nice little Bioball army and just push forward when they feel they have the advantage. So metabolic boost in PvT, PvZ. So Zergy players, I would like for you guys to just leave a little discussion down in the comments. Just let me know why you go metabolic boost straight up against Terran when you know he's gonna wall off and there's really no chance for a run by to get into his mineral field. So other than that, we actually see a factory going down for Iceman and a tech lab. So more than likely going to see siege tanks. I doubt we're going to see any kind of Thor action because there isn't a second refinery on this Vespin geyser. So more than likely going to see siege mode, siege tanks coming up, since this is a barracks and not a starport. If this was a starport, I would assume that it's going to be a quick swap-a-roof with cloaked banshees, but again, no second refinery, so more than likely going to be actually going to be a switch on these two. Wow, nice little play. So factory's going to go down on that reactor. More than likely going to see the double pumpage of those Hellions, while this is going to turn out those Marauders and get the upgrades for the infantry units of Iceman. And as you can see, that's exactly what's going down. And reactor is going down for the second barracks. So nice little composition of units right here. We're going to see Hellions, Marauders, and Marines. While open base order, we see Queens over here in his expansion, while one is in his main just turning away those larvae, and Roach Warren is going down, but still only a single extractor can finally put those drones back on to mine that Vespin gas to be able to churn out those roaches. So I'm very interested to see. As of right now, there isn't any crazy tech divergencies from ORRY. It's just very basic Zergling Roach. While we see some interesting play by Iceman, and he's actually getting down his command center now. So there it is. It should be done at about the 8-minute mark or so. So very interesting, man. And there he goes. He actually churned out about four Hellions and then switched them back up to the tech lab. So he actually is gonna get that refinery down fairly quickly and gonna go ahead and put those SCVs into it. So more than likely gonna see siege tank. There it is. Siege mode is underway. Siege tank is being built. So very nice play, and it's gonna see a little bit of an engagement going here. Those Hellions are gonna roast those Zerglings very easily, even though there was a little bit of a miss micro there. By miss micro, I mean no micro. I would have liked to see a little bit more micro to minimize damage by those Hellions, but you know what? To each their own. No big deal. No big deal. We see 3 roaches on the field of play with 2 more on production for ORRY, but with these Hellions over here causing distractions, and these Marines over here picking off these Overlords and these Zerglings that are swimming in, it's going to be an interesting little picture effect by Iceman. But right now he actually consolidated his forces, and that's not engagement that you want as a Terran. So I would actually like to see him just micro these, just push what a move these Marines here, and then just micro these Hellions here, and here, and do a maximum amount of damage. But as it was, he pulled back since he is going to go ahead and rely on those siege tanks as of right now. In the income tab, we see 26 harvesters for Iceman, while 36 for ORRY. But that's about average, since Terran does have those mules to be able to fall back on, while Zerg just needs that many more drones to be able to build any kind of tech structures that they would like to build. But as you can see, the vision by both players is fairly limited. I mean, ORRY is just stuck back in his base with a single overload over here, preventing to make sure there's no kind of drops, while in base Iceman, he actually has pretty much control of his side of the map, and that single siege tank is pushing forward. It already has siege mode deployed, so this is going to be very interesting play by Iceman. If he's able to pull off a nice little bit of an engagement, being able to contain his opponent, it's going to be very difficult for ORRY to be able to hold this on. I mean, he's keeping out of range of that spine crawler, while at the same time being able to bombard it from a distance. This spine crawler decides to pull back, says, I do not want any part of that siege tank, and you see a scan going on to make sure the roaches do not push up here. Exactly what he's doing. As soon as that scan whittles away, it's going to be bye-bye for that siege tank. He already has 5 kills. Roach is going to push forward, pick it off, but there's still a second siege tank that actually went into the field of battle, and it's just outside the range of that spine crawler, but that's okay. He's going to Iceman is just going to go ahead and poke, push, prod, and pull back while containing the Zerg player. And anytime you can contain a Zerg player like this, this is fantastic. I mean, the Zerg player right currently is only at 2 bases, while you just set up your second base of your own. So this is a perfect spot. If you can contain the Zerg to a finite amount of bases, this is exactly what you want to do. You actually unsieges and sieges back up immediately, but these roaches are already within the field of vision to be able to bring down that siege tank, and those siege tanks goes down, and ORRY decides to pull back immediately, following the destruction of those 2 siege tanks. So good play by him. He actually caught those siege tanks with their pants down on siege, and Iceman is all out for blood now. He's just pushing forward with a pure Marine force, trying to pick off as much as he can, but the Zerglings swarm in with a roach backup. This Marine force is going to go down quite easily, but still take down quite a bit of forces from ORRY. So Iceman's forces are completed. That's something taking a look at the units lost. That actually double for ORRY, but the resources are all but the same. So shows you at the cheap effectiveness of those Zerg units, and this siege tank is completely caught out of position without any kind of reinforcements. But that one bombardment took out a ton of Zergs, not enough as it was, because that siege tank did go down, and 2 roaches up against an infinite amount of streaming Marines. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give advantage to roaches. This looks like I'm playing Nexus Wars at the moment. I actually like to see a little bit of a micro to pull back this damage one, but it looks like neither player is microing that much, or he decides, you know what, I don't want to lose anymore, while spouting off the, you know, the common Terran OP. But at the I would say as of right now, ORRY is in the lead. I mean, Iceman still has lost a lot of. That was about a good dozen or so Marines. I mean, this one has 13 kills, this one has 5 kills. That was a good dozen or so Marines that were just misrallied by Iceman. So free kills for ORRY. So there you go, and he actually takes a lull in the action to be able to take his 3rd, while over in Team Iceman's camp, we actually see an engineering bay go down. He's going to go ahead and research those infantry level upgrades, while nothing else crazy is going on. He canceled it looks like he canceled the reactor and going to go ahead and go to a tech lab. More than likely going to go ahead into Cloak Banshees or a Raven play. As we can see, Ravens Mass Ravens versus Zerg is actually pretty good, especially if you have those Hunter Seeker missiles equipped. Iceman decided to take his third, decided to be a little bit greedy, more than likely due to the fact that he was able to push back and aggravate ORRY just enough to be able to spot off that nonsense about Terran being OP. And in that sense, I would say my opponent is a little bit off balance, is frustrated. Why not take a third? Just feed on his just lull in map awareness and just awareness in general, and why not take a third? As you can see, the minerals are getting quite high for ORRY, so something you never want to see, especially when your opponent is under 300 constantly. So Iceman is doing a really great job of keeping his minerals low, while at the same time just keeping up with the tech production and unit production as well. So his macro is quite well, although his micro did slip a little bit by losing a ton of Marines. So we're interested to see exactly what ORRY has in store. I mean, he does have roaches, he does have banelings, but other than that, he doesn't have much else. I mean, I saw a couple of Mutalisks going around, and that wow, those couple of Mutalisks turned into a bunch of Mutalisks, took down this entire mining base of Iceman. And at the same time, Iceman decides to do a little bit of a counterattack, a counter push, sieging up those siege tanks, pushing forward with those Marines and Marauders. A single siege tank gets taken down quite easily, while a second siege tank gets pushed down, and those banelings do a ton of damage to anything at least exploded in their radius. And Marines versus roaches, you never want to do that. In fact, if you are Terran, you never want to go against pure roaches if you just have Marines. And as you see, steady stream of roaches are being piled into Iceman's face, while the Mutalisks just continue to do the damage at home. Harvester count is just so low. I mean, it's 13, 12, 10. Wow, that is a lot. Wow, I mean, I don't think there's a single Mutalisk with less than 2 kills at the moment. There is not. So huge swell in the favor of ORRY. He completely caught Iceman with his pants down. There was no anti-air to protect that mineral line, any mineral line whatsoever. And when you only have 3, I don't care how many orbital commands you have, if you only have 3 harvesters, you are going to lose the game. And it looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. Iceman has no minerals to be able to produce anything. Iceman leaves the game. So those Mutalisks were the backbone of ORRY's army, it looks like. Caught Iceman completely just completely with his pants down. He had no missile turrets, no Marines back at his home base. It was a perfect counterattack, just a perfect play by ORRY, whether it was luck, skill, or just a read on his opponent. It doesn't matter. The win is a win is a win. So very interesting play, very quick match. And as you could see, StarCraft 2 is a game that could just swing in either way in the matter of minutes. So as Day 9 likes to say, I know a few people hate Day 9, a few people love Day 9, but one of the Day 9 quotes that I really do love: StarCraft is a game of seconds, and it was particularly true in this case, where just Mutalisks tore that macro. And I'm just babbling at this point, man. This alcohol was great. Kitty, can you? Oh, that's it. Take it, kitty. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that cat, but other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Finish the rest of my my beverage, and oh, hope you guys enjoyed. I gotta go ahead and finish off my sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave a comment down below on what I could do to make these more enjoyable for you, whether it be changing my casting style, anything, just anything. Leave it down below. Just let me know, all good and bad. I would love to hear it. Also, if there's a replay you guys would like for me to do of your own, leave a link to any kind of the major broadcasting sites or replay sites, and I'll go ahead and see what I can do. Other than that, I'm gonna get on out of here. Later, guys.